Hello, I'm Kelly Wild, 78-year-old tranny tragic from Barnet in Hertfordshire, about 10 miles north of London. For some odd reason or other, I've been thinking about Donald Trump. Yes, I have. Don't know why, but I've come to the conclusion that Donald Trump is a combination personality. From broadcaster Howard Stern, remember Howard? He was all the go back in the 90s, was it? From Howard Stern, Donald Trump learned that the more outrageous you are, the more people love it. The more people love you. From rabble-rouser Alex Jones, Trump noticed that conspiracy theories, no matter how absurd, can be turned to your advantage, to his advantage. From Sarah Palin, he discovered that you can be as thick as two short planks. You may never have read a book in your life, and yet you can convince people that you're a smart cookie. From David Koresh, he learned that people will kill and or die for you. All you have to do is convince them that you have been sent by God. Americans don't worship God. They worship God with a U while they're drinking their coffee. Sorry, me being facetious. From Saddam Hussein, Donald Trump learned that fear is the key. You can terrify everybody and they will worship you. Look at what do they call themselves? The Grand Old Party, the Republican Party of the USA. With one exception, the whole party is on its knees groveling to Donald Trump. Every single one of you spends your life on your knees behind Donald Trump, just licking as hard as you possibly can. I don't wish to be rude here, but you know that's the truth. Only Mitt Romney, that's his name, a Mormon, that's an M but not an R, Mormon. He's the only one with the courage to stand up to Donald Trump. Mitt Romney believes that Jesus travelled from Israel on the back of a cherub. Or was it an albatross? And Mitt Romney believes that provided God's happy with him, Mitt Romney, will end up with his own planet and his own planetary system. But that's another story. I admire the man for his courage. He's the only one. From Nazi propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, Trump learned that the more lies you tell and the more often you tell them, the more people will believe them. Yay! He's got almost half the country mesmerised with nonsense, garbage, crap, lies, and they worship him. From Italy's Benito Mussolini, Trump learned a certain look. He must have practiced this staring into a mirror for hours and hours on end. Sort of arms folded, looking stern, and sort of a scowl. I can't do it. He's perfected it. You know exactly what I mean. Oh, and then we've got the I've no idea where he got that from. Was it a Rocky movie or something? And then lastly, from Ronald Reagan, he got this sort of like pointing into the crowd at anybody, nobody, and pretending that he recognizes them. But then again, they all do that, so we can. Oh no! Stop press! I forgot to mention his most important influence of all. In fact, plural, influences. Yes, I'm talking about evangelical, rah rah rah, born again Christian fuckheads. Who am I talking about? Well, I did have a whole list of them here. YouTube might ban the whole video for fear of being sued or something like that. So you know who I mean. I'm talking about the sort of parasites who huff on you in order to rebuke your cancer. Thank you, that'll be $10,000. I've huffed on you, your cancer is rebuked. You know who I mean. I'm talking about these ones, multi-millionaires who sodomize Jesus in order to make millions and millions and millions of dollars. And guess what? Americans send them money. They're multi-millionaires, but they need another Learjet. Send money. God needs money. Send it to me. Here's my post office number. I'm an atheist, and yet I have less contempt for Jesus than do these multi-millionaire evangelical preacher men, and a few women too. They have nothing but contempt for Jesus. But so long as you have one of these things in your hand, you'll convince Americans that you're a Christian. Even if you hold it upside down, they'll still believe, oh, this man's a Christian, I better vote for him. I said I won't mention their names, and there's a very good reason for that. I don't want the video to get banned. All you have to do is to Google the 10 most evil, disgusting, evangelical, so-called Christian parasites. Something like that. You choose your own wording. You'll find out who I'm talking about, but you probably already know. But I will mention one, who, because he's dead, he can't really sue YouTube. Jerry Falwell. What's he called himself? The pastor. The pastor. Jerry Falwell. What was it Christopher Hitchens said about Jerry Falwell? He said, this man was so full of bullshit that had he been cremated, his remains would have fitted into a matchbox. Love it. All you have to do to convince the average American that you're worth voting for is convince them that you're a Christian. Yay! And guess what? Most Americans will fall for it. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but they do. And Donald Trump knows that. He uses that to his advantage. Someone, please tell me why. Tell me what went wrong with the average American brain. Why did it become so corrupt, so polluted, so stagnant, so pathetic as to believe any piece of shit that comes their way. Someone, please explain. Donald Trump is a 100% fake, a phony, a creep, a clown. He says he's going to make America great again. All he's achieved is he's made America the laughingstock of the entire world. Do you think there's one world leader anywhere respects Donald Trump? Not one. Britain, the rest of Europe, France, Germany, Italy, then China and Russia and Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all these leaders will pretend to respect him. Even the Queen of England should put on the correct act. But everybody, every world leader has nothing but contempt for the clown Donald Trump. As for his wife, lovely looking lady, I wouldn't mind a date with her when she's free, and she will be free when it suits her, the moment the time is just right. She'll find someone else with a bigger dick and a much bigger brain. She'll be off like a rocket. I'd bet money on that. The United States of America, despite its faults, is a nation that I have the greatest respect for. In its history, it's been governed by some fine leaders and a few really dodgy characters. Nixon, for example. But this is the first time in the history of the USA that it's been governed by a clown. A complete, absolute, utter, total clown. Right now, the USA is approaching something like 250,000 people who have suffered or are suffering from COVID-19. Donald Trump thinks it's a joke. He doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care about America or Americans. All he cares about is himself, the great clown, Donald Trump. What a moron.